Welcome to Intro to Walking Bass Lines. All right, so a walking bass line is essentially where the bass player will take into account scale tones, chord tones, and approach tones when crafting a walking, whether it be ascending or descending bass line that kind of walks between the chords. Think of it as stepping stones between the chords that a piano or guitar player is playing at the time. So you are linking together the harmonic structure of a tune using bass notes. Instead of just riding on the same note over and over, the jazz style has taken it upon themselves to make it a bit more interesting and create walking lines. There are three types of notes or tones that make up walking bass, okay? The first type of tone is called the scale tone, and the scale tone is essentially whatever key you're in. If the note being played at the time is from that original home key, then that will be considered a scale tone. It's coming from the key that you're in. The second type is called a chord tone, and not all chords will be in the key that the passage is in. So it might end up being a chord tone and a scale tone. For example, if we're in the key of C and we're playing a C chord and we're playing a C bass note, that is both a chord tone and a scale tone. But oftentimes you'll find that they're just chord tones. They're not belonging to the scale that the piece is written in. The third type is what's called an approach tone, okay? And those tones typically belong to the sharps and flats that don't belong to the key, or oftentimes to the chords themselves. They're used as kind of an extreme jump either into a chord or out of a chord to make things that much more interesting. So chord tones, scale tones, and most importantly, in my opinion, is the approach tone. We're going to start really basic here. All right, we're going to do a 1 to 4 in the key of C. All right, now we're doing this in the blues style. So we're doing a C7 as the 1 to an F7 as the 4. And we're just going to play this, and then I will actually put up the tab as I'm playing it so you guys can see what's going on. All right? All right, guys, there you have it. So let's just discuss what's going on here. If you take a look at the transcription on the screen, you'll notice we're starting on a C. That is a chord tone and a scale tone because we are in the key of C with a C7. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, what's the deal with the C7? I thought the C chord in a major key was a major chord, not a 7, not a dominant. Well, in reality, blues and jazz kind of break the rules, and the more color, the better. All right, so we're in the key of C. We're doing a 1 to 4, but we're making those chords dominant. All right, so we're going to go C as the chord tone, D, okay, as a scale tone. Then we have a D sharp. All right, now that would be an example of an approach tone because it's neither part of the chord or scale. Then we have the E, which is a scale and chord tone. Now we're going to switch to the 4 chord, which is F. So there's a scale and chord tone. Then we're going to bring it down to E flat, which again is another approach tone. And then we're going to bring it to D, which is a scale tone. And then we're bringing it down to D flat. All right, very simple for this first lesson. I just want you guys to understand what a walking bass line is, what makes up a walking bass line, and ultimately you can see how the notes are stepping stones between the chords, and this creates a very awesome harmonic structure for a bass player within a jazz situation. There will be many more of these going forward, guys. I hope you learned something. Please like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.